Don't forget, this is the same BJP central leadership. The new BJP is now looking more and more like the old Congress.
Views expressed in this blog are hosted on my own website, are strictly personal, and do not reflect the views of any organization.
Hello and welcome friends, Namaskar to Straight Bat, my weekly video blog where, as the title suggests, I comment with a straight bat. Now, in the last few days, the BJP, the Bharatiya Janata Party, has been going through what the Sangh Parivar in particular likes to call Atma Chintan, introspection, or simply put in English, review. You see, the BJP got 240 seats in the Lok Sabha elections and has formed the government at the center. Narendra Modi is once again the Prime Minister for a third consecutive time. But the truth is, the BJP knows in the heart of hearts that it has lost a few important battles. A few battles that it didn't think it would lose. A few battles that have taken place in states where the BJP thought it was firmly in control. You see, since 2014, the BJP hasn't lost a single big election in Uttar Pradesh. India's most populous state had become the BJP's new Hindutva laboratory. This is the state where the Prime Minister has made it his Karma Bhumi, contesting from Varanasi from 2014. And this is the state where in 2017, the BJP gave the country a saffron-robed monk as a chief minister for the first time in Yogi Adityanath. He became the most visible symbol of political Hindutva's new assertiveness. And yet, my friends, in 2024, the BJP ended up second best in the elections to the UP ke ladke, Akhilesh Yadav and Rahul Gandhi. In the last few days, there have been a series of meetings held by BJP leaders to assess what's gone wrong. Meetings both in Lucknow and in Delhi. There have been the usual murmurs of dissent, questions over Yogi Adityanath's style of functioning, questions over the way tickets were distributed, questions over caste equations going wrong. But in all that we have been hearing outside, no one is addressing the real elephant in the room. कमरे में जो हाथी है, जो असली कारण है हार की, उसके बारे में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा. Which is what we will now do on Straight Bat. Because on the Straight Bat, we talk straight. The elephant in the room, my friends, kamre mein hathi, is simply this. The new BJP is now looking more and more like the old Congress. A party with so much centralization of power in Delhi that it cannot deal with any form of alternate power centers in the states. The real story of the BJP's setback in UP, therefore, my friends, is not so much in Lucknow, but here in Delhi, in the national capital. Let's be clear, Yogi Adityanath hasn't changed much since he scored a big victory in the 2022 Uttar Pradesh elections. He is still popular among the BJP's core Hindutva constituency, now as he was then. Only now what has happened is Delhi wants to cut him to size so that they can control it. What do I mean by Delhi? Well, I'll tell you this. I mean what very few people are willing to talk openly about. Team Modi Shah, Gujarat ki jodi number 1. Make no mistakes. Tickets for the 2024 Lok Sabha elections were not decided in Lucknow but in Delhi by the Jodi number 1. It is Amit Shah and his team that were fully empowered by Prime Minister Modi to decide on tickets for Uttar Pradesh. It is this team, the Jodi number 1, which refused to accept any of the names that were given by Yogi Adityanath as potential candidates. It is this team, the Jodi number 1, that gave tickets to former congressmen like Kripa Shankar Singh, who had defected from the Congress, joined the BJP in 2021 and were given a ticket even though local BJP cadres were unhappy. It is this team, this Jodi number one, that did not cut the tickets of MPs who are facing strong local anti-incumbency. It is this team that thought that with the Ram temple now built in Ayodhya, this election is a done deal. It is this team that was so confident of Modi ki guarantee that they forgot to even think about Yogi ki warranty. And it is this team, my friends, that has not stopped the likes of Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Keshav Prasad Maurya, from now speaking out against Yogi Raj by insisting that the party must be above the government. To be honest, my friends, anyone who traveled through UP during the elections would hear of stories about how Yogi Adityanath was feeling unhappy, how he wasn't fully deeply invested in this campaign, how he wasn't even being consulted on key issues by Delhi, how he felt a little sidelined. Part of the problem, of course, is Yogi Adityanath himself and his own personality style. That he is not the kind of leader who is able to take his colleagues along with him, preferring to deal with MLAs and even some of his cabinet ministers through the bureaucrats whom he trusts completely. For Yogi Adityanath, the bureaucrats seem to matter more than his fellow politicians. But let's also be clear and say it loud and clear. Yogi Adityanath's popularity with the masses has led to friction at different levels within and outside the BJP. The only difference is that no one was talking about it openly until now. The Aam Aadmi Party leader and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, when he was released from jail and allowed to campaign, played on precisely this fact when he claimed in a press conference that Yogi Adityanath would be removed as Chief Minister if the BJP got a big majority at the center.
अगर ये चुनाव जीत गए, इन्होंने बीजेपी का एक नेता नहीं छोड़ा। आडवाणी जी की राजनीति खत्म कर दी इन्होंने, मुरली मनोहर जोशी की राजनीति खत्म कर दी, सुमित्रा महाजन की, शिवराज सिंह चौहान जिसने मध्य प्रदेश का चुनाव जीत के दिया इन लोगों ने, शिवराज सिंह चौहान ने उसको मुख्यमंत्री नहीं बनाया, उसकी राजनीति खत्म कर दी। वसुंधरा राजे की राजनीति खत्म कर दी इन्होंने, खट्टर साहब की राजनीति खत्म कर दी, डॉक्टर रमन सिंह की राजनीति खत्म कर दी। अब अगला किसका नंबर है? योगी आदित्यनाथ। अगर ये चुनाव जीत गए, मेरे से लिखवा लो, 2 महीने के अंदर उत्तर प्रदेश का मुख्यमंत्री बदल देंगे। योगी आदित्यनाथ की राजनीति खत्म करेंगे, उनको भी निपटा देंगे। यही तानाशाही है दोस्तों। वन नेशन वन लीडर ये चाहते हैं, एक ही तानाशाह इस देश के अंदर बचेगा, एक ही तानाशाह इस देश के अंदर बचेगा।
Kejriwal was, as usual, being a little too clever by half, but he was also tapping into the growing divide that exists on the ground. Don't forget, this is the same BJP central leadership which after the 2023 assembly elections did not make Shivraj Singh Chauhan as the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, even though Chauhan had scored a huge victory, 2/3 victory. This is the same Jodi that sidelined Vasundhara Raje in Rajasthan. This is the same Jodi that likes to pick unknowns as Chief Minister so that they do not challenge the centre's authority in any manner. Yogi Adityanath is an exception to this rule of having weak chief ministers in the new BJP, of having chief ministers who do not have a mass appeal or an independent identity of their own. To some extent, you could argue that Himanta Biswa Sarma has also built his own constituency in Assam. But remember, Sarma isn't an original BJP wala. He's an import from the Congress who has wormed his way into the BJP and Amit Shah ji's good books. Yogi, to that extent, is what we would call sui generis, one of a kind, a fringe political figure till 2017, associated at that time with militant Hindutva and groups like the Hindu Yuva Vahini, who suddenly, acquired a national profile when he became chief minister. When he came to power first, he was an outsider who didn't belong to any existing camp of the BJP in UP. That was seen to be his strength at the time. That strength, my friends, is now Yogi Ji's weakness. The BJP in UP is deeply factionalized. The factions revolve around caste and personal loyalties. Yogi Adityanath is seen by his critics now to be a Thakur leader, not even a leader of Hindutva. For the last 7 years, these BJP factions have kept silent because who can say a word to a winning horse? But 2024 has shown that the horse, however strong, can also get stuck in the sand at times. Which is why, my friends, the BJP now has what I call the Yogi problem. He is the BJP's mascot for Uttar Pradesh, but he is also his own man. And in Modi Shah's BJP, the BJP of the Jodi number 1 of Gujarat, being your own man is looked upon with suspicion. The BJP is looking for a scapegoat to pin the 2024 blame upon for the UP setback that lost its majority at the center. But since no one can blame the Jodi number 1, the knives are out for Yogi Adityanath. Just 6 months ago, the talk was whether Yogi might succeed Modi one day as the Gen Next leader of the BJP. Now the talk is, यार योगी आदित्यनाथ 2025 में मुख्यमंत्री रहेंगे या नहीं? Will he last another 6 months if the BJP doesn't recover quickly enough in UP? That, my friends, is how quickly politics changes in this country. Think about it. That was the Straight Bat. Do, of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more such videos. For now, stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind. Namaskar.